Welcome to Wolves Weekly. I'm Barrett Henderson, the Director of Media Relations here at Western Oregon University. Joined today by head football coach Arn Ferguson. And Coach, a little bit rainy out there today, but apparently that's kind of like the welcome you got in Northern California.
Yeah, the weather was not at its best, but they did a nice job of drawing tons of people to their games, and then also their band was exciting, and also they have some chainsaw people and all that stuff. So it was really a nice event down at Humboldt.
Yeah, you guys pick up a big road win to cap off the regular season. And Humboldt State, obviously a team that doesn't have the best record this year, but that's a talented team.
Yeah, I thought they really played hard defensively and also offensively, but their defense really gave our offense some fits. Probably one of the better games that our offense had to put together and buy some time on some things, and they really execute on some finer points of details that, at the beginning, right before the half, it was 17-zip, and then they got a couple quick passes, then it was 17-7 going into halftime. But, Humboldt was picked to win our conference for a reason. They're really developing some players, but they've had some injuries, but we've all had injuries on that. I mean, that just, with our team even itself, we've probably had 10 starters go down at different times, and really the next person to be able to step up really made a difference in our team. And go down at Humboldt, you'd think they haven't won a game, it should be easier, those type of things, and that's a trap that you can get led into. Very rarely in college football does anybody go over. And for the last game of the season, on the road, rainy, their crowd, everything was not in our favor. And so really credit our seniors to really come out and play a very good, solid football game. And especially defensively, anytime you hold somebody to 10 yards rushing in a game, you're going to win football games.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about obviously your defensive line had a great game there. Mm-hmm. Just stopped that running attack from Humboldt State.
Mm-hmm. And we thought their running back was very talented. We know two of their offensive linemen got all league, very solid group. But our D-line and credit Coach Manning has really come on the last 3 games and playing extremely high caliber football.
Now, I can't figure this guy out, but Jesse Correa, the week before, struggles with some extra points. Obviously, some blocking there, not great. The week before that, he comes out and hits a couple 40-yarders. This week, he's named All-Conference again, hits a 42-yarder and a 39-yarder. So a big week for Jesse.
Yeah, for special teams, a GNAC Player of the Week. I mean, that's a huge honor and that's his second time. So we know we have the ability with him making very special plays. It's that consistency that we got to get better at. And it's really, with the field goal, the extra point team, it's the snap, it's the protection, it's the hold, and it's also, we feel Jesse also kicks better on turf, just better footing also. So all those things need to get better. A huge emphasis on Coach Tapp's pushing that this week, and to see that results with Jesse playing like we expect him to play.
Also coming out today was the GNAC All-Conference team, and we had a Defensive Lineman of the Year here.
Yeah, Craig Aikens, he's 1 and 2 in all the defensive charts, from pass breakups to, has an interception to tackle. To have that, that's unheard of. Craig is very smart. We move him around, but that also credits the amount of he prepares himself to know what they're doing and be the extra step. But also he's 6'2", 6'3", 285 and can run. I mean, he's a big, talented football player.
Some other first-team guys from Western Oregon on that list, Ryan Bergman at quarterback, and also you had Marcus right there on the offensive line.
Yeah, Ryan Bergman, and I just thought we evaluate quarterbacks. Is number one, their job is to score points and let our conference in total points, over 30 points per game in a very tough conference. But what we really saw of Ryan is just being able to extend plays and make great decisions. He had one play that he's rolling out to his left. It was a 4th down or a 3rd down situation, and hits Michael Reeve coming across and put it about 6 inches off the ground. Otherwise, he'd got whacked and we wouldn't be able to hang on to it. Running to your left and throwing back that way, that doesn't happen very often. So we're starting to see him make very confident and special decisions. And our offensive line is coming around also. We're going to miss our 2 seniors that are very good players, especially Marcus Cuellar and Alex Jones.
Coach, we're not really going to get into a season recap today. We'll talk about that maybe next week. But kind of profile what's going to happen here in the offseason and what you're going to be looking at. Obviously, you got a couple seniors that may be playing in some All-Star games.
Yeah, John Benton, you can't, without our season, talk about John Benton, Gustav. I mean, he's a very dominant force. Everybody, had to double team him. So we expect him to be in somebody's camp someplace. And then the last 3 weeks, on that, just so you guys, everybody knows, that we've had probably 40 scouts come through and look at him. And we have even some coming in tomorrow looking at John. But also Marcus Cuellar has come on and caught some people's attention because of his size. He's 6'4", 320. He's moving well. And his improvement from game 1 to game 11, and they really started homing in on those last 3 games, and we're hoping he can be at someone's camp also.
So, last question for you: what do you do here in the offseason? Do you kick back? I mean, are you a fisher? I mean, a fisherman. What do we do here?
Yeah, in football, there's really no off season. We're already in the middle of recruiting. We'll give our guys a little bit of time off. They'll be back in the weight room. Winter term, there'll be weight room and conditioning 3 days a week. And then in May, we'll start our spring ball. So signing dates in February, so everything's just bang, bang, bang. And then after spring ball, we're right into camp. So it's really not with staff-wise, a lot of time off at all.
Gotta love Coach Ferguson, all business, all business. Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us today, and we'll talk season recap next week.
You bet. Thanks, Barry.
That'll do it this week.